Jake Paul, a Vine superstar, YouTuber, boxer, and now a WWE fighter? We've previously seen Jake make an appearance in a WWE match. In his brother's bout against Roman Reigns, Jake had a whole brawl against the Usos and even managed to knock out one member. And in a post-fight press conference, after being asked if he was interested in joining WWE, Jake said, "For sure."
The hand of God, man, putting all these guys to sleep.
It was so much fun. And while the Paul brothers did end up losing, their potential is astonishing, as his brother has made a name for himself by fighting in a Royal Rumble match. But this was overshadowed by Jake's aspirations of becoming a pro boxer. Jake has been building upon his boxing career for years now.
Really dark places. I think everyone looks at Jake Paul, they think I'm not a human.
And while other YouTubers in the boxing scene have a sort of on-again, off-again relationship with boxing, Jake's determination is clear from how much time he has put into boxing. But boxing is clearly his main priority right now. And if he is to do both side by side, he needs to take care of his body. An injury can lead to both temporary and permanent leaves in both sports. And that seems to be the main contention that Jake has with wrestling. Injuries are a part of such an extreme lifestyle. In the previously mentioned match against Roman Reigns, Logan Paul performed such extreme maneuvers that he ended up tearing his MCL. But Jake is not someone to take lightly in the ring. Boxing runs in his genes, as his father is a former professional boxer as well. Jake started his amateur boxing career all the way back in 2013 and is still going strong 10 years later. It takes great physical prowess to win 6 matches in boxing, and he's held in high regard by combat sports commentators such as Joe Rogan. On February 26, 2023, however, Jake lost his match against Tommy Fury, making it his first ever loss.
Jake Paul, very relaxed indeed. He eats a stiff jab from Tommy Fury.
Tommy!
That has gotta cause some interruptions in his career plan. While I don't think Jake is even close to leaving the boxing path, this loss may prove to be a hindrance in his WWE debut. But then again, the problem child has surprised audiences over the years. Jake's negative reputation is something that he uses as a tool. In his entrance in the WWE match, his song of choice was "It's Everyday Bro." Yeah, that same song that caused the world to erupt and comment on Jake and his former crew, Team 10. So it's clear that Jake knows how to deal with and take advantage of his reputation. He seems to thrive on his villainous persona, but at the end of the day, WWE is an entertainment business. And will Jake's signing generate views for the organization? The WWE has a history of working with celebrities from many different eras. Example, Shaquille O'Neal and Donald Trump. And in today's era, YouTubers are able to become celebrities. And Jake seems to me to be the perfect candidate to become the villain in the WWE world. One question you may ask is that will Jake Paul be well received by the WWE fandom? Look no further than his brother. Both the Paul brothers are controversial figures in the online world, but Logan Paul has changed the way people view him, and there's no reason why Jake can't do the same. Even people who hated Logan couldn't help but be impressed when he jumped off the top rope onto Roman Reigns while recording a video. The point is that a very entertaining storyline can be created around Jake. After all, who doesn't like a redemption story?
For sure, why not? You know, there was so much fun, and
Waist lock, standing switch.
WWE does have a reputation for being scripted and predetermined outcomes, so having the addition of a professional boxer creates a layer of authenticity to his matches and storylines. And these storylines blur the lines between reality and fiction, creating characters and bonds that feel greater than life.
he's acting, bro. He's like getting all charged up, trying to intimidate me. And when I was just looking at him like,
But Byron, you know the Miz isn't going to take this well.
The WWE has always been a niche, and it has a dedicated fan base that has stuck with the sport for generations. The WWE has always been filled with controversy, but they still have managed to survive in this social climate. In recent years, we've seen a shift in management, somewhat, and marketing strategies in the WWE as they've been taking advantage of people with clout or internet points. And who can blame them? Times are changing, and along with that, interests too. The empire that WWE created doesn't stand as tall as it once did, and the organization must adapt as there's a constant increase in competition, whether that be AEW, All Elite Wrestling, the UFC, or even YouTube boxing.
Tyson Fury. Gonna find it in Piper, that's for
No,
sure.
hang on a second. Candice LeRae may get the victory here. She's got it.
The entertainment industry in all regards has shifted online, and the next generation gets its entire entertainment through a screen. And Jake does have a prevalent following online, with his 22.2 million followers on Instagram and 4.6 million followers on Twitter. What's interesting about Jake's following on social media?
Make this real simple for you because all of you have been asking me, where do I watch the fight? How do I watch the fight?
Put it on social media. I think we should all see this, right? We should see Tyson Fury's impression of.
The top comments are usually hateful ones, and that's the way that it's always been for the megastar. Relevancy is the key to survive the online sphere, so by being the trouble child, he stays on the trending page. And Jake has maintained his troublesome persona for years now, but everyone is just used to Jake being seen in that light, and his stunts have never really proved to be too much for people, as he is still thriving in all aspects. So he would prove to be a valuable addition to the roster. Alongside Jake comes his cult following. Jake at his core is a content creator, and a brilliant one at that, so he'll be able to both create and promote content in a magnificent way. Sometimes a fresh pair of eyes is needed to help a business excel. An example of how Jake can be integrated into the main storyline of WWE. It could be through a storyline about two brothers. Brotherly duos aren't a unique concept in the WWE. In the show's peak, some of you may recognize the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker. Their story gripped millions, and the organization was able to maintain viewers for multiple years. In the same way, the Paul brothers can become a household name by constructing a storyline of their own, filled with betrayal and union, and it won't be so difficult to do so, as the Paul brothers have gone to any length to both humiliate and celebrate each other. But signing Jake can also be a problem to the WWE, as his over-the-top antics might prove to be too much for the organization. A common problem for such entertainment enterprises is controversy from the stars, and there's always a threat of negative backlash from the fans and the sponsors. Jake is no stranger to controversy. He has recently been in a back and forth between him and UFC CEO Dana White about fighter pay. Jake is a big spokesperson for raising fighter pay and wants fighters to have more opportunities. And WWE has raised many superstars in the past, such as The Rock and John Cena, who have both acted in many blockbuster films like Fast and Furious. Clearly, the WWE showcases its stars and provides them with opportunities that allow them to explore options and mainstream success. Thus, Jake's and WWE's interests align, and it would be a win-win for both of them. Overall, while there are certainly risks involved in Jake Paul's potential involvement with the WWE, there's also a lot of potential for both parties to benefit. If Jake is able to bring his unique brand of entertainment to the WWE, he could become a major draw for the organization and help attract new fans to the sport as well.